This video is a review over practicing slope. Goes along with worksheet 3-1.6. First off, on this right here, it's asking us what is the slope. Well, the slope, remember the slope is the angle of a line. It's delta y, the change in y over the change in x. Rise over run. Okay, first off, the line is going down, so I know my slope is going to be negative. One way you could do this is to find two ordered pairs, like right here. I see that I have 0, 32, and I follow the line and it crosses here at this point, which is 80 and 28. And right here, you can do delta y over delta x. And we'll kind of do that along with what we're doing here. First off, I'm going to find the change in y. I'm going down from 32 to 28. I am subtracting 4. Well, right here, that's what I'm doing. I'm subtracting 4. Well, now, if I go across to find delta x, I'm going from 0 over here to 80. This is 80. Well, what am I doing here on my table? This is plus 80. Okay, so now to find my slope, I have negative 4 over delta y over delta x, 80, negative 4 over 80. And if you reduce it, okay, you can go into your calculator, put negative 4, divide 80, put math, enter, enter. Okay, you get negative 1 over 20. That is your slope, negative 1 over 20. That's telling me that I'm going down 1 and to the right 20, and that's a new point on my line. Down 1 and over 20. Now, when it's asking you what is the meaning of the slope, I want you to start off with y per x. It's the easiest way to do it, and I know that this is my x, this is my y. Well, what's on the y? Gallons. So I have gallons per, and my x is miles. So the meaning of the slope is it's negative 1 over 20 gallons per mile. So you're using that many gallons for each mile. Next one, right here. There's a couple different ways you can do this one. One way would be just to go in your calculator and put this in. Press y equals, put 20x, and press second graph and see if this is what you get. Well, let's go ahead and let's work this out by hand. Let's do delta y, the change in y, is plus 5. Delta x is plus 100. I'm going to go from there and I'm going to find my slope. Delta y over delta x, I get 5 over 100. If I reduce that, I get 1 over 20. Okay? 1 over 20. So now, wait a minute. I don't have, that says 20. The slope is 20. That can't be it. That says p minus 95. That's not it. That one doesn't have it, but let's see. What is 1 over 20? If you take 1 divide 20, you're going to get 0.05, and this will be your answer is B. Again, the other way is to go into your calculator, go into y equals, and then go to y1 and put in there 0.05x and press second graph and match up your table. Next, right here it says, which of the following describes the line containing the points? Again, you can go to y equals in your calculator, go to y1, put in one of your equations, and press second graph, and see if you can find in your table 0, 4, and 3, negative 2. Now, another way you can do that is to take your points and put them in a table. Remember, we've got x, then y. Now, if you remember, this right here tells me this is my y-intercept. This is kind of an easier way for me to start. That's my y-intercept because it has 0 and 4. These are the only two that have a y-intercept of 4. So I could cross out and eliminate down to this. See, here I've got delta y, the change in y, minus 6, delta x, plus 3. Delta y over delta x, negative 6 over 3 is negative 2. Well, if I take negative 2 times 0, negative 2 times 0 is 0, plus 4. Here's my equation. You should have gotten A. Next one. I would pause the video and see if you can figure out what it is. Okay, slope of 0. That means it's 0 over any number. 0 is the up and down. The bottom is what it is across. Well, it means I'm not going up and down. I'm not going anywhere. Well, right here, the only line that is flat and going straight across is this one right here, which is W. You should have gotten C for your answer. Next, here's the next one. Now, I would pause the video if I were you, and I'd try and do this problem if you don't have the paper with you. And if you do, here's what the answer is supposed to be. It wants to know the x and the y intercepts. First off, my x-axis right here, it crosses at this point. This is my x-intercept. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is negative 4, 0. This is my x-intercept. Okay, so I've got negative 4, 0. That one has a negative 4, 0. That has a negative 4, 0. These do not, so I'll cross out A and D. Now let's look for the y-intercept. I'm going to go up here, crosses the y-axis up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 0, 6. 0, 6. My answer should be B right here. Remember that when you're talking about a y-intercept, the x number is going to be 0, and then it's a y-intercept, so the number's got to be in the y. An x-intercept has to have a number in the x column, and in the y it's 0. Right here, you want to make sure you understand this right here. Next, they want the equation for this line. Well, I know that I need y equals mx plus b. Remember, m is my slope. B is my y-intercept. Okay, we're going to find M, and then we're going to find B. The easiest thing to do is find the B first. Here's the y-intercept. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going down, so it's 0, negative 4. Now to find the slope. I need to find another point on the line. What I like to do is I like to start at the y-intercept. Okay? I like to go up 1 and over 1 and see if it's on the line. It's not. Up, well, I need to go over more. What if I go up 1 and over 2? Ding, 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 ding. Up 1 and over 2. So my slope is 1/2. Now another way you could do this is I could go over here and find the x-intercept right here. What if we did this? What if we went up 4 and went over, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Over 8. And then I had 4 over 8. What does that reduce to? 1/2, which is the same as what I got. So you could do it my way, or you could do it the way with just the intercepts. Now my equation, y equals the slope is 1/2, x, the y-intercept is -4, or negative 4, so I'll put -4. Now to check it, go to y equals, put into y1, 1/2 x minus 4, and press graph. See if it gives you the same picture. Make sure your line is positive and going up. Next, here's my next one. I'd pause the video and see if you can figure it out. Y equals mx plus b. Remember, m is the slope. B is the y-intercept. Oops, here we go. Let's see. So I need to find m and I need to find b. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is find my y-intercept. It crosses right here. 1, 2, 3. This is 0, negative 3. Okay, so I found my y-intercept. Now, sometimes this gets a little confusing. Let's go ahead and let's look for the x-intercept. Oh, here's the x-intercept right here. So let's go from the x-intercept to the y-intercept. First off, my line is decreasing. It is going down. My slope is going to be negative. So if I start at my x-intercept, I go down 1, 2, 3. So negative 3, I go down 3, and to the right, 1, 2, 3, 3. So this is delta y, and this is delta x. Negative 3 over 3 is negative 1. Well, look, down 1 to the right 1, put a dot. Down 1 to the right 1, put a dot. Okay, so everywhere I'm moving, I'm down 1 to the right 1. So my slope is -1. I can write this a couple ways. One way I can write is y equals -1x minus 3, or I can write y equals -x minus 3. Both ways would be correct. Next one. First off, y equals mx plus b. M is the slope. B is the y-intercept. All right, well, let's see here. Let's look and see if we can find the y-intercept. The y-intercept is where it crosses the y-axis. Does it cross this line right here? Nope, it's parallel with it. It doesn't touch it. So right here, the y-intercept, there's none. If there's none, I can't do anything with this. This is actually a special line. If you look on this line, do I have an x-intercept? I sure do. I have an x-intercept right here. What is it? That is 4, 0. If you look at it, everywhere on this line, it's like 4, 4, 4, 2, 4, -3. What do you notice about all the x numbers? They're all the same, right? My equation is going to be x equals 4, because on a vertical line, everywhere on here, the x number is 4. Now, when they're asking you what is the slope of a vertical line, all we say is undefined. Or you can say none, because there isn't a slope of a vertical line. Okay, you can't do that. The next one, the equation, pause the video, see if you can do this one. Remember, y equals mx plus b. M is the slope. B is the y-intercept. Okay, so let's find m and b. I have the y-intercept right here. It is 0, 4. The slope, wait a minute, okay. The slope, I have to figure out how do I get to this point right here? How many do I go up? I don't go up any, so I go up 0, but I go over 2. And why did I pick that point? I could have picked anyone on there on the line. It doesn't matter. Taking your calculator, or what is 0 divided by 2? Nothing divided by 2 people is nothing. So there's my slope. So I can write this as y equals 0x plus 4. But really how you'll find it is y equals 4. I would suggest right now to go in your calculator, go to y equals, and put in there y equals, in y1, put y equals 4 and press graph. Look and match the picture. See, on the last one, we can't go in there and check it. You can't put x equals in the calculator. You cannot do this. Okay, this is the one you cannot use the calculator to see. But on the y equals, you can.